I often hear the term established in your true nature being used. I think that this term implies a sense of permanence that goes against the eternal nature of our being. Eternal meaning not in time, not defined by time. And so when we say someone is established, we think of them as an individual in time. And the second part of this, established in your true nature, has several implications that I have some qualms with. One being that you are always being you, you are always being your nature. And secondly, it implies that your nature is something that needs to take a certain form, that it can be established or can be not established. And I think this is incorrect because ultimately there is no permanence to this recognition. And I think that a lot of us hope that there is. A lot of us hope that once we realize our true nature, we'll be permanently in bliss. And once we realize that that's not going to happen, then we hope that we'll be permanently knowing that we are knowing, and as such, we'll be shielded from any suffering eternally and forever. And this is not the case. Awareness is always knowing itself. Awareness is not the one that needs to be enlightened or become enlightened. It is the apparent individual, the apparently separate consciousness, although of course there are no separate consciousnesses, that feels the need to realize their true nature. So we follow this and we think, okay, so if it is the body-mind that becomes quote-unquote enlightened, after death, is there still enlightenment? This reifies the existence of the body-mind as a separate self, as a separate consciousness, which is incorrect. We want to keep this understanding forever, but we have to come to terms with the fact that it comes and goes. What you are is eternal. This recognition was something that arose in time. Anything that arises in time also disappears in time. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if one were to say that one can be established in their true nature and know themselves for a lifetime, which is already a statement that can be debated. What is the difference between a lifetime and 1 second? If we know ourselves to be eternal and only ever here now, with time arising now, there is no future, there is no past, all there is now. Is there a difference between being enlightened for 1 second versus being enlightened for a lifetime? Particularly when we zoom out to the scale of all time. Our lifetimes are only a blink of a second in terms of the lifespan of the universe. And if we know ourselves to be inseparable from the universe, why do we cling so much to this recognition in this body-mind and think, once I've achieved this, then I've earned the right to keep it eternally and forever? As though the future is real, but the past can be discounted. As though the recognition can be held onto in the future, but the ignorance that we had before is now just unimportant. This, again, reinforces incorrectly the existence of time, the importance of time, and it negates the understanding that we are never in time, we are only ever here now, and any conceptions of time are just another thing that is known here and now. At first, this is not a comforting thought. Many of us seek enlightenment for a very long time, and once we realize our true nature, logically, somatically, experientially, we think, now I can relax. Now I'm here. Now I can experience this forever. It is important to realize that this is still clinging on to a certain state, a certain knowing, something that arose in time, something impermanent. To be truly selfless and unattached, we must allow everything to come and go.